James Charles is accused of copying Shane's merch and told a fan to F off over a Shane and Jeffree tweet.
Catherine Pius fans think that Austin is forcing her to defend him online.
Okay, but wait, are Kylie Jenner and Drake really dating?
What is up, you guys? I'm Sussan Mourad.
And I'm Emile Ennis Jr. Welcome back to Celebrity Lowdown.
On the couch,
on the
big comfy couch.
The comfy sofa.
I wish we could have all of you guys here on the sofa. I don't think it would actually fit enough people.
I think we would run out of space.
We'd run out of
after
space.
After like 2 more people.
I know. We have such a jam-packed show for you guys today, so let's just jump into our first story, Emile.
Let's do it. All right, so this week the question on so many people's lips, no pun intended, is something romantic happening between Drake and Kylie? Now, there were sources that came out earlier in the week, and they were saying that the two have been hanging out romantically.
But then there were also sources this week too saying, hold on a second, no, they are just friends.
Yeah, but then, Susan, wasn't there a source that talked to Us Weekly or something?
So then a source apparently told Us Weekly that Travis, quote, harbors no ill will to any of Kylie's friends. And the key word here was friends for me, because I was like, is that meaning that he knows they're just friends, or is that kind of what he wants to believe? But we kind of believe they're just friends, right?
Yeah, we're not really convinced on any of this, and we don't know who these sources are, where they're coming from, but we have to move on to the next topic because we have a little bit of tea, and it's all coming from what people are saying on the internet about James Charles. Okay, so there was a lot to catch up on regarding James Charles this week. His YouTube account was accidentally terminated or suspended at one point, but then everything got resolved and was back up running, but
that's not what we're talking about today, Bill.
No.
That's not what we're talking about. There's something else that got a lot of people's attention online. So James shared earlier in the week and then launched on Friday the Sisters Apparel holiday collection, and people had a lot to say, in particular about the actual products in the collection.
Yeah.
So James shared this image to his story and some others that were done via Sisters Apparel Instagram, and among the products revealed for the collection were a robe and a mirror.
Okay, now one thing that this reminded us of, as well as a lot of people on Twitter, was the fact that Shane just launched a pig mirror as part of his collection, and here James is releasing a sister's mirror. But the one merch item that really got a lot of people talking was the robe, because many people aren't sure if we've ever seen James wear a robe before. But do you know whose signature look is?
I wonder who.
It's Shane.
I mean, we see Shane in a robe all the time. It's kind of his signature look, if you will.
It really is, yeah.
And while Shane hasn't released a robe as part of his collection just yet, it's safe to say that a lot of fans are expecting it to be part of the merch collection at some point.
Yeah, I would wear a Shane robe. I'm sure it'll be nice and plush and comfy.
Same. I think it may be great for the couch.
Oh my God, it would. With the little pig logo on there.
Yeah, I love it. And remember, Shane did share that image of that robe. That was a gift. But I guess robes have been his thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have to share what was going down about all of this on Twitter. So this person said, OMG, I can't believe James Charles is coming out with his own robe. WTF, that was 100% Shane's idea.
And also this person who said James Charles really needs to stop trying to compete with Killer Merch or Jeffree Star Cosmetics. A robe and a mirror, dude. Yes, anyone can sell those, true, but when you've never released those, especially the mirrors and then robes, which no one ever sees you in, and on the same day as, when all the Shane stuff is dropping.
And this person who said, Shane Dawson has been talking about making robes, and what's this? James Charles has released new merch, and one being a robe?
Or this person who said, why the would I get a James Charles robe when I can be patient and potentially get one from the robe master, Shane Dawson himself? Shady business. Bye, sister.
Okay, so while some of the tweets pointed out that yes, anyone can do a mirror or a robe as part of their merch collection, but the timing of James's release, i.e. Friday, and Shane's also on Friday, and particularly the significance of these items to Shane's collection seems a little bit off to some people.
Yeah, although despite these commenters, there has also been some sisters coming to James' defense on this to say things like, so James Charles came out with the sister's robe, and now people are out here saying he stole Shane Dawson's thing. Sis of wearing a robe, what?
And this person that came with receipts with this tweet saying, people are like, Shane teased the robe in September. Well, with a clip of James in a robe, which they say was from March 29.
Or this person saying, I feel like people are always looking for the smallest things to drag James Charles down for. It's just a robe, it's not that serious, sis.
I guess it is what it is, and I guess it's kind of fair game when it comes to merch. And then the real question is, whose merch will fans be buying?
Completely get that, but I also do understand why people would think that's a little shady to drop those particular items
just so
on the same day that he's dropping.
Just so close and so the robe. Yeah, the robe. I'm just gonna say the robe.
But you know, no bad blood. Wish everybody success. Moving on, we have to talk about something else that had James under the microscope this week, and whether or not this had anything to do with the chatter online about the robe and mirror, we don't exactly know. But James took to Twitter and posted, "Just spent 30 minutes in the Starbucks parking lot filming a Snapchat rant about something bothering me, but instead of posting, I listened to myself rant and then clicked delete. Sometimes it's healthy to have a conversation with yourself before having it with others."
And while James avoided posting something that sounds like it could have got him into some sort of, I don't know, hot tea, it kind of got him in a bit of a word war with one follower, which James ended up telling to off. And Shane and Jeffrey's names were mentioned.
Ooh, yeah, we're not going to get into all the details as there was a lot of back and forth on tweets, but someone called Cavos then responded, "But now you have told everyone you had a rant about something you felt was important enough to share on Snapchat, which now leads to speculation of what the rant was about, Shane and Jeffrey maybe, and defeats the point of talking to yourself because now everyone knows." Followed by, "Or maybe you just want to make yourself out to be a, quote, bigger person, but this is just passive aggressive as and worse than an actual genuine rant." Oof.
Well, James clapped right back at that because he wasn't going to stand for this person's opinion, saying, "Or maybe you're looking too far into it because it had to do with relationships, and I decided it was a topic that's no one's business but my own." Off. Yikes, and it didn't end there. Cavos went on to say that James opened the door for speculation by posting that tweet in the first place, to which James then responded saying, "No, you're looking for drama where there is none. Shocking." You kind of can't help but feel sorry for James sometimes because it does feel like even when he tries to avoid drama, somehow drama always finds him.
No, I get that, but at the same time, just being real, there was no reason to even do that tweet. Like, if you had the private conversation with yourself.
Exactly, you're inviting it.
Right,
you are.
right. So, I mean, I hear both sides, but also just keep it to yourself. All right, but moving on to our next story, it's about the Ace family. So last week, they uploaded a video where Catherine rates Austin's Halloween costumes. And in the video, when Austin stepped out to change, Catherine took the opportunity to speak out about some of the things that have gone on in the past few weeks.
In particular, she addressed people's reactions to the restaurant video, you know, where people were dragging them for being really out of touch with reality because it was like this novelty for them to work a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get into that part of the video here. Catherine also shared some deep thoughts about her and her relationship with Austin, and while she wasn't exactly directly speaking to the scandal, a lot of fans saw this as a way of Catherine actually addressing it. Catherine started with saying this.
My soulmate, I know for a fact that it's Austin, and I also believe that my life partner is also Austin, which is really interesting.
And then she continued on with this.
It has to do with domino effects in my life, and that's why I was brought to Austin, and that's why we manifested each other, and I really feel like we have this bond that is unbreakable, and people sometimes maybe don't really understand that, but he is my soulmate, he's my better half.
Catherine continued to share how Austin is her soulmate, the person she's meant to have kids with, and basically her person through and through.
Yeah, but over the week, since the video went up, as always, because everybody has an opinion, people have been taken to the comments, and let's just say that there is one theme in particular that a number of fans have raised, not only on their video, but also in our news videos too. There are too many comments to count of people saying they feel sorry for Catherine, like this one that says, "She's different, she's hurting. You can see it in her eyes, and you can just tell by the way she talks. My heart aches for her."
But one thing that a number of fans have expressed is that they think Catherine is being pushed or forced to talk about Austin in this way, you know, as being her soulmate, painting him in a really good light for everyone, and also that they think Austin makes her be the one to do all the apologizing. Like this person who said, "That video felt so forced. It's almost like Austin made up this idea for the video and told her to speak up about some of the rumors to clear it off his case."
And this person who said, "I feel like Austin makes her say all these things, and I feel like he low-key abuses her. I don't know." As well as this person saying it's scripted.
As well as multiple people saying they think Catherine looks like she's under pressure. And when it comes to Catherine being the one to front up to all of the rumors and apologize, this person said, "In the new Ace family video, it just looks like Austin McBroom is just making Catherine address all the rumors. It makes Austin look like a coward. He never addresses anything like the lollipop incident. He either does nothing at all or makes his wife do all the dirty work.
And someone else said, it's funny how Catherine is the one to apologize all the time, as well as you can tell when someone isn't telling the truth. The ums, the pauses, and staring in the distance and not the camera. Catherine, we know you're not okay, and that's okay. I pray you find the strength.
As you can see, there are a lot of people sharing their opinions, and there is a lot of opinions when it comes to the Ace family at the moment. Some people were also accusing them of deleting comments about the allegations, like this person saying, "Stop deleting comments about the allegations." And Austin, I know you're reading this, just know that you can delete as many comments as you want to preserve your name, but what's done in the dark will come to light eventually.
So a common theme in all of this is that people just really want them to be upfront and honest and just straight about everything once and for all. But of course, whenever there's a legal investigation involved, there are certain times where you can't say certain things.
Yeah, and we don't know, like we've mentioned that here before, we don't know if that's the reason why they haven't come out and really said anything specific about it, or whether it's intentional not to talk about it. And I guess time will only really tell. But to switch gears for the next part of the show, it's time for the rapid fire round, where we give you a rapid fire round of some of the other big stories from the week. Kicking it off with Shay Mitchell, who introduced her and Matt's gorgeous little girl to the world, Atlas Noah. She shared this pic to Instagram with such a sweet message of love to her little girl. Honestly, it's cuteness overload, you guys.
No, it's so cute, and I actually love the name. But moving on, Camila Cabello fell off stage. We wish we had the pictures or the video to show you, but there were no phones allowed at the show, so we don't have it. But she thankfully was okay, and she made fun of the whole ordeal on her Instagram stories.
That's so true. Harry Styles, you guys, announced his album name and release date finally this week. It's Fine Line, with the album dropping on December 13th, which, by the way, is Taylor Swift's birthday, FYI.
It is, and that had a lot of fans speculating this week. Could there be a surprise collab, or is he throwing shade, or is he dropping a song about her, or is it just a coincidence? We'll just have to wait and see, honestly.
Which is pretty possible that
So
it's
many options.
just a coincidence. And speaking of Tay's bestie, Selena Gomez, she celebrated another huge week with her very first #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts for Lose You to Love Me. We are so happy for her.
But guys, of course, last week we did kind of a bonus Halloween episode because we were so excited about our costumes, Pennywise and Georgie.
And we loved all your comments on the costumes. I love that a lot of people were like really freaked out. You guys also loved the effort that we put in, and I thought it was really fun. I wish we could have costumes. It's a lot of work, let's be honest, if we did do costumes every week. But we said we're going to give a shout out to some of our favorite comments that also included emojis to symbolize what was going on the couch. Basically what our costumes represented. So we're going to do a few shout outs right now. Elzan said, awesome episode. Your costumes were on point with a balloon, a boat, a clown, and a pumpkin, as well as this kind of scared face emoji and skull bone saying going based off of the movie, and that was from Dog Cat Bow. As well as Liddy, who wrote, my interpretation is a balloon and this terrifying, scary looking thing, which basically was me on point. But you guys, we also had a couple of comments about what you guys think we should do with the show, like coming up to fall and Christmas. And there's some really good ideas, like this one. Celie Barrera, sorry if I mispronounced your name, who said, decorate with tree of celebrity bobbleheads, LOL, or give thanks to subscriber tree. I really love that idea. Also, Abir, who said, also for Thanksgiving, have 4 colors and leaves from the ceiling, or put some pine cones for the table. And for Christmas, you guys need to hang lights everywhere and put little mugs of hot cocoa on the table. So you know what? I think we're gonna definitely try to incorporate some of those ideas. But this week's emoji fun, you guys. If you were paying attention to today's episode, you might have noticed a few random emojis pop up. I'm not gonna tell you how many there was. Maybe there was 3. Pay close attention. If you got the emojis, drop them in the comment section below.
Yes, but guys, we have to talk about what's happening in the pop culture and entertainment world next week. People's Choice Awards are tomorrow. There are so many major categories, including Social Star and Beauty Influencer of the Year. So stay tuned to Clevver for updates.
Yes, and also Disney's Lady and the Tramp also drops this week. There was a lot of talk about that when we first saw the trailer. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. That one's going to be pretty good.
And there's some birthdays. Happy birthday to Patrick Starr, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Shailene Woodley.
Happy birthday! But you guys, that is it for today's episode. It's been so much fun. Please make sure you come back and join us every week. We're having such a fun time doing this show. Drop us comments. We'll be reading all your comments. If you have anything else you want to talk about, share some thoughts, do some things, whatever it is, let us know in the comment section. We love catching up.
Yep, and we'll see you guys next Saturday.
Bye, guys. You guys, if you missed last week's episode where we were dressed in Halloween costumes with plenty of tea, you can catch up right over here.
Yeah, and then after that, go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit that bell because you don't want to miss a single thing.
Ever.
Join the family.
Ever.